Hi, welcome back in to another podcast. In today's episode, join me and my grandmother as we take a lighthearted look at some of the good things Donald Trump did for the country. With plenty of laughs, fun, facts, and grandma's very honest opinions, we will keep them positive, non-controversial, and most importantly, hilarious. So grab a seat and get ready to laugh as we explore how Donald J. Trump, made his mark on the U.S. with a little humor and a lot of grammar wisdom along the way. So, welcome back, everyone, to the morning stand up with Nick Lifestyle. Today, we are switching things up and diving into a pretty interesting topic. But don't worry, we're keeping it light, fun, and totally non controversial. My special guest today is none other than my grandma. Say hi, Grandma.
Well, hello, everyone. This
Uh,
is going to be interesting.
yes, and aren't you very excited to be here?
Oh, I'm so excited to be along with you.
Well, hey, don't worry, Grandma. That's what we are here for. For complete wisdom. So today we're talking about some good things that Donald Trump did for the country. But we are keeping it funny, non-political, like I've said already, and totally safe for work. Let's start with one of the biggest things he did. Tax cuts. Grandma's, Grandpa's,
Yes.
Grandpa probably won in his chair right now, but hey, more money in the pockets of the working folks. Oh, hey, Grandma,
Well,
don't you remember that? It was like getting a surprise bonus in your paycheck, but without having to bake cookies for anyone. Although, you probably still make a few cookies, isn't that right?
oh, yes, we always try to do that. Ha ha ha.
Like, don't you
Yes.
make a lot of good stuff?
Oh, well, certainly, especially when I know someone who would really enjoy it. Then I really enjoyed baking things for people.
Why? Who wouldn't want some cookies with that tax break? But seriously, cutting taxes for businesses and individuals was a huge deal for a lot of folks. I mean, people were able to keep more of their hard earned money. What do you think, Grandma? Do you think it was nice? And do you think that was nice?
Well, I think so, but everybody will not agree to what you just said, and hopefully whatever Donald Trump gets to do, hopefully it is that most people can and make the best of it and think it's a good job, or that he's doing a good job. It's too early to know.
But hey, I
Too
still
early.
now I do remind you though, this this whole podcast is based on what Trump has already done, right? The things he
Yes.
did do. No, but yeah,
I
but you know what? I can't lie to you though about back to the taxes. But seriously, I mean, people. Hang on. I still missed the some of the coupons that they gave us. You know, like when they sent out those big fat checks, everyone felt like they won the lottery, Grandma, except for
Yeah.
the folks who accidentally spent it on socks. you
Okay.
you know, I can't lie. That is true.
Yeah.
Those checks definitely made a splash. But moving on, let's talk about Trump. Focus on
Yeah.
which you might have to help me pronounce this. Durglian. Durgli. Am I saying that word right? Durgliation. What was that? He worked on yeah, he did work on cutting down unnecessary wars and regulations for businesses, which is what that word means. For some people, it made starting or growing a business easier. Agree with that?
I imagine. I'm not sure. No, I can't. I can't quite agree yet.
So, like, when I stopped writing my grocery list with three different kinds of pens and just stuck with one, efficiency at its finest.
Uh-huh. Well,
Yeah,
that sounds good.
it's all about, Grandma, it's all about cutting out the fluff. Less red tape, more time to get things done. And of course, that's a win for everyone. Speaking of wins, let's talk about job growth for a second. Under Trump, the economy added a lot of jobs, especially in his first presidency, and unemployment was at a record low. That's a
Yeah.
huge win. Well,
Oh yes, that's
I thought the jobs were coming back at some point, but hey, Trump definitely made it a lot sooner. But it was a good time for a lot of people. You know what they say? A job is like a good pair of slippers, comfortable, and you always know where to find them. Well, I can't lie, Grandma. That's a great analogy that I just said. I'm going to
uh-huh.
start using that one. Now let's talk about something else that Trump worked on during his time in office the first time around. Is a criminal justice reform. He signed the First Step Act, which helped reduce sentences for non-violent offenders, especially at the very beginning of this one. It was a step toward making the justice system a little fairer. Like, why should people be like he pretty much what he's done is he trying to put people out of jail that all they are doing is like, for example, like drinking alcohol. Like if they didn't hurt anyone, they didn't even kill. Like they haven't killed anyone. Right? They haven't done anything wrong except drink. Um,
Uh-huh.
like they should be in rehabs, not in jail. Like what is jail going to do? It's going to hurt them even more. Jail is there for people who actually hurt others and who are a danger to the society. Drunk people, they need help, and not jail. What do
I
you think about
agree.
that?
I agree. Rehab and an institution where they learn how to not drink, how to not do drugs. That kind of training that will do them more good than just sitting in a jail.
Yeah, well,
I
I agree
agree.
with that. Yeah, so off topic. When I was, and this is going back to a another example about the justice system. When I was younger, everyone used to talk about how people could get too much time for minor things. I'm glad they started looking at that more seriously. Plus, people deserve a second chance sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
just like when when you accidentally put the Arby fries into the oven for too long, but I gave you another chance to let you cook again, and I did.
Mm.
Thoughts on
Well,
that?
yeah,
I,
that's
I,
good.
I remember, I will never forget when you put those Arby cauliflowers that you put in the oven. Okay, I still cannot believe that happened. But you're right, Gamma. Second chances are important. Okay, let's wrap up with something that really brings people together. Trump worked on boosting the economy before the pandemic hit, and that helped a lot of families. More jobs, more opportunities, more chances to get that cookie. Well, I don't. Well, I can't. Well, I don't know about cookies, but if anyone, if anyone's giving it out, I would take a handful. But I have to say, it was nice to see the country doing better for a while. It reminds me of when we used to get a good discount on things and feel like we were winning. Grandma,
Yeah.
for you, you're always looking for that discount. Like,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, overall, Trump did some things that definitely made a difference for many people. It's important to look at all sides of things. Isn't that right?
Yes. That's right. Yeah, so most of the time there's two sides.
Yeah, and also you're right too. Like, whether people like it or not, if they do something good, we can give them credit, even if they still don't know how to pronounce nuclear. Right? Alright, folks, we are wrapping up today's episode with lots of laughs and hopefully some food for thought. Thanks to my grandma for joining me today and for her priceless wisdom. And and hey, and grandma, aren't you
Yes,
always glad to help out with this podcast?
I am. You know what? I enjoyed paying attention to what you all had to say, and so it was made it interesting. And just remember, we all like to do good deeds.
And one more
So,
thing. I know that aren't you still trying to figure out why socks keep disappearing? Well, yeah. Sorry. They're probably in your dreams. Well, hey, that's a mystery for another time. Hey, thanks for tuning in, folks. Thank you for coming in, Grandma. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, sorry, excuse me, that follow button. And we will see you in the next one.